couple weeks ago, I was able to get this Epson Workforce scanner on sale at Best Buy, and so far I've been very happy with what it's been able to do for my online store. And of course, as with everyone who has a scanner, I've paired it with Card Dealer Pro, an AI program that scans your cards, matches them to the correct card set, and helps you list it to online stores like Collects and eBay. But with my online store specializing in Japanese cards and memorabilia, I had a question on whether or not it could correctly identify Japanese sports card sets. So here are some max resolution scans of various Japanese cards, which I think will be a good test for Card Dealer Pro. This is a 2023 Bowman of Hiroto Takahashi, who is had interest in going to Major League Baseball. Here is a BBM Genesis, which is a premium set. It's very foily and gold looking and kind of hard to look at a glance because several of the Genesis sets look exactly the same. This is Tetsuto Yamada, who is a great player with the Swallows, and he had thoughts several years ago of going to MLB, but I believe knee injuries have plagued him, and he's stayed in the NPB ever since. Here is a insert of 2020 BBM Tetsuto Yamada again, just another great insert, but this one might be kind of hard to identify because being that it's a Japanese set, they have several Blossoms parallels throughout the years. A sumo card of Tochinoshin, who is my favorite sumo wrestler, just because I think he looks funny. Not really, he was just a cool wrestler. A Topps Chrome of Yuki Yanagita. Yes, a couple years ago, Topps started doing Topps NPB products. They actually flooded the American market in online and in-store repack products from Fairfield and MJ Holdings. Yanagita, a great star, very identifiable on the international stage due to his participation in Samurai Japan for multiple years, and he was always rumored or tied to be going overseas, but he just never did. Knee injuries have also plagued him. A combination card of Tuffy Rhodes, the all-time leader in foreign home runs, and Sherman Obando, two great foreigners. This is a BBM 2001 Diamond Heroes, a set they don't have anymore, but it's a Chromium Premium set. A touch of the game from Mark Kroon, a pitcher for the Yokohama Bay Stars. His son, I believe, now currently is in the Philly system. Another Diamond Heroes. This is from '97, I believe. Yeah, '97. This is very foily. It's not very chromish, but as you can see, it can barely read the name. This is on the highest resolution. Darnell Coles. Another Tuffy Rhodes card. This is from 2003 BBM. CC Mercedes, who's still pitching overseas, no longer with the Giants, went to Chibolote Marines, pitched with Sasaki for a couple years, Roki Sasaki, and then now he is, I believe he went to Taiwan, I believe. Yuki Matsui, so a card of a player currently in the MLB, so I would have to think our Dealer Pro would be able to recognize at least this card, probably from people, dumping his cards as soon as he went over to MLB. Masahiro Tanaka, this is a 2023 Bowman of Masahiro Tanaka, so star that went to MLB very, prior to this card being made, and then came back. So I would hope that Card Dealer Pro is able to identify this card. And then a Topps Chrome, was this 22 of Mel Rojas. Decent player. Was with he's in the KBO now. He's with the KBO for a couple years. He got signed to a 2-year deal with the Tigers. Never really panned out with the Tigers. Went back to Korea, and I believe he's been there ever since. There was ties of him going back to MPB this off season, but I don't think anything ever happened. Okay, so my thing didn't actually start recording properly, but basically, this was a correct match from the beginning. I was not shocked to see that this card got correctly matched and had a picture in its database. As I said, he has expressed interest into going MLB. Chunichi Dragons, identifiable team due to the Mr. Baseball movie, and it is a Topps product, so I expected that one. BBM Genesis being correctly identified, that did shock me. Um, None of these have any actual sales data, but like I said, BBM Genesis, they all look the same. Every year it looks exactly the same. You're not buying it for these base cards, you're buying it for the fact it's one of the few BBM products that has a guaranteed hit in every box. Yamada for the Cross Blossoms parallel, very happy to see that that one got identified. The fact that a sumo card got identified, I was actually kind of shocked to see that. I did not expect that at all. Topps Chrome, Yuki Yanagita. This card actually did not get matched. I had to go and match this one, but it was in the database. But I mean, the scan was probably just bad. This Diamond Heroes card, I was actually shocked to see that this one did I was did get identified. I did not expect that at all. I mean, it is Tuffy Rose, but the fact to even have pictures in here, that's actually kind of shocking. This card was not identified, but it was in their database. Diamond Heroes, I was actually shocked, of course, to see that this one was in there. Tuffy Rose, this one does not shock me. Mercedes, this doesn't shock me that it had a match, especially because 2020 is the Roki Sasaki BBM Rookie Year. So I assume a lot of this has been opened recently, and a lot of this has been listed by people trying to recoup their losses on that. I've personally opened multiples of these in 2020 and got multiple Saki, so I don't have any, FOMO or anything. Yuki Matsui, this was matched perfectly fine, wasn't shocked there. Masaru Tanaka, this actually thought it was a refractor, but I mean, nothing, not shocked there at all. Masaru Tanaka, great player, so plus Topps product once again, so fully expected that to be matched. And Mel Rojas, this card was actually matched, but it did not have a picture of him at all. But yeah, this one kind of actually does shock me because he's more known into the fan base that's into international baseball and stuff like that. He's not really known overseas. I don't think he has too many overseas being U.S. collectors. But it was really interesting to see that his card was actually in the database. But also has something to do with the fact that, like I said earlier, Topps Chrome NPB products have flooded the US market, especially 21 and 22 in repack products because a lot of people imported them, and then I think they realized that for those years, Topps didn't do autographs. So the only thing you were really getting was one parallel per box and maybe a couple one numbered parallel per box and maybe a couple non-numbered refractors. The main thing to look for in those products was basically trying to get a parallel Sasaki or Murakami, Munetaka Murakami, but actually this is really did not expect this from Card Dealer Pro at all.